Today I'm joined by Chris Buckler. He has set up the estate agency, a self-employed estate agency model. In the past 5 years, he's run a market centre for Keller Williams, but has decided to set up by himself with some other people as well. I'm here today to talk about the model itself. Chris has been here. He's earned the right to do a promotional video about this because we've done 5 or 6 other videos, and that is I'm happy to do that if you've given value up front. So Chris, why should estate agents who want to go self-employed join your model? Talk to me.
Great question, Chris. First of all, thanks for having me and doing this. There's loads of great models out there, and we are not saying we are the best. But if I look at my 8 years in self-employed estate agency, there are 3 areas I personally believe that the better model, or the model that's going to have the highest percentage of agents running profitable self-employed estate agency businesses should have, and that's support, marketing, and tech. So if I can be the best in all those 3, which we're pushing to be, then I believe we will be the brokerage, the self-employed model, whatever you want to call it, that will gain traction and have loyalty of our agents, because they'll go, we don't want to go anywhere else because look at what we get.
Okay, that's your elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Come on, but let's go, let's go deep dive a bit more. Come on, expand on all that.
I don't want to be a model where agents have savings. They take out a car loan to come and do this, a business loan, a second mortgage, and come on, and 30 to 40% fail. And we discussed some of the other models where you told me those were the failure rates. And for me, there's an ethical and moral obligation to say, if you're going to come and partner with us, we're going to go to war to help you succeed. Now, I won't win in every instance, but if I look at the very best models across the world, right? You've got IAD coming over, which is crushing it in France. You've got Keller and EXP here, which have got some really, really good stuff. You've got more UK specific. You've got the Estate Agency UK, Harding Green, Avocado. If I can look and go, where do I feel the gaps are? If you're to combine all those businesses together and plug those gaps, I believe we've got something really, really unique and special. And if we continue to evolve our value proposition, so we're always the best at marketing, support, and tech, I don't want to say we'll be untouchable, but I'd like to think we can catch up the number 1 in the UK, which is EXP. But the fundamental difference between our model and the other models out there is we want agents running profitable estate agency businesses, so they don't want to go anywhere else. They see the value in what we bring. They see the leverage point of view and go, well, if my cap's this, I get far more than that due to X, Y, and Z. So one of the things we're doing, and you'll see, depending on when this goes out, there'll be certain press releases going out of people we're bringing on in NED roles. So again, support, marketing, tech. Who can I bring in the industry that's world-class, that can help us grow those value propositions out? And that's what we're looking to do.
What percentage do you take?
So we take 30% up to a certain figure. The agent then takes 70%. And then once you cap, you take 96% of what you do up until the calendar year. What we have done is wanted to create scarcity and get people in whilst we're still new, right? We're a well-funded startup. And like I said, I've been doing this for 8 years, but we've not got everything as world-class as I'd like to get it, right? We're 2 months in as of last week. What the business will look like at month 3 and month 6 will be different.
Because we're filming this at the end of August, by the way.
Yes. So what we've said is, for our first 50 agents that come on in, we'll offer them a reduced cap of 20K for life. A bit like what Uber did when they started. You get 25% as a driver, and then they dropped it to 20. What we're saying, if you're going to come and help us grow this business out and evolve it out, then there's a win-win we're going to offer you. But from agent 51 onwards, it's a 70-30 cap, of which we take 30K. You need to bill 100K. 70 goes to you, then 96%. One other thing that some of the other models don't do is lettings, and your lettings drip go towards your cap as well, which I know some of the models don't do.
And is there any form of, bringing other agents in and getting some form of revenue share?
there is. So if I look at the very, very best bits of IAD you've just launched, KW and EXP, it's the revenue share model. Now it has to be done responsibly. So what we've come up is, I won't explain it all, but yes. So if let's say you were to come on, Chris, humble me, you were to come and join the estate agency, it would be Chris Watkin, powered by the estate agency. You come on, let's say you did a 10 grand fee. Whoever referred you in, let's call it Bob. Bob will get £400 of that. So the first level of the downline is 4%. Now, I would want Bob, over and above what I'm bringing and my leadership team are bringing and the culture of the business is bringing to you, Bob, I want Bob to run you hard, right? It's your business, but I want you to be your accountability partner. If you're not getting up out of bed because of whatever, if you're not investing the right money, if you're not doing certain things, Bob's going to beat you up. Bob's not just going to bring you in and leave you. So I think revenue share, once people understand it and it's explained really well, is so important. So we offer a 5-level revenue share. And if you look at EXP, right, again, that arguably the guys that are doing so well in this, they've got your Scott Guns, they've got your Ben Moores, your Ian Dobrins, they've got people that were there at the start of help them grow the business. And what Adam does and what we want to do is reward the agents as if they're shareholders in the business for helping us grow so that they can build some residual income in. But it has to be done in the right way.
Anything else you want to say before we finish?
When looking at what model you're going to choose, if you're going to choose a self-employed model, I would say look at what percentage of the agents fail in that model. I would say look at what percentage of the agents have a pipeline of over 20 grand, say, and work out how many that is, whether it's listings per agent, completion per agent. You can work that out. Speak to the guys you don't see pumping stuff out on socials, and a bit like a vendor, right? Don't go. So we're not the cheapest. In fact, from agent 51 onwards, we're a couple of grand more expensive than EXP. And I'm not saying EXP are the cheapest, but we don't want to compete on cost. It's on value. So look at who do you think will genuinely go to war for you to get your business profitable and will care for you, rather than who wants to bring you in for a revenue share and to grow their downline.
I must stress to you that no payment has been received or offered.
No, none. I even got in trouble for not bringing a gift. So there we go.
For this video, if someone comes onto the WatkinSofa and gives good value for money, I always give them the opportunity to do a self-promotional video. I personally will not be pushing this out on one of my squares, but I will put it out on YouTube and you can use that as you see fit. You'll probably chop it up and put it on Reels or something like that because you're a cool
There's a bit of AI, right? Yeah, there we go.
Thank you for your time today, and I wish you well on your journey. You are an exceptional estate agent, and I know if you can follow through and do what you say you're going to do, you'll win big time, and the people that come on with you on the journey with you should also as well. Thank you for your time today.
I appreciate you. Thanks for having me.